Good. Hi, it's Matt Green here from Precision Athletica, and we've come down to the golf club today because I wanted to give you a few ideas about what you can do before you play a round of golf to get your body ready to perform at its best. And I'm talking about what you do before you even pick a golf club up and start swinging to get yourself ready to play your best every day. All right, so here we are on the practice range at the golf club. And whether you're getting up first thing in the morning to go and play your morning round of golf, or you've worked in the morning, you're ducking out for an afternoon round, it's really important to get your body moving really well before you even grab a golf club. Okay, so if you've just woken up or you've been sitting at your desk all morning, you're a little bit stiff, your muscles haven't been activated or switched on, you're just not moving very well. And if you just pick a club up and start trying to hit balls straight away, what you'll often do is you'll manage to find the club face somehow, but it's not going to be the best way. And before you know it, you've grooved a really poor pattern for the day and you find yourself struggling to make good contact and play at your best. So what we really want to do is try and just go through a short exercise routine that gets your body moving as well as it can, so that as soon as you grab a golf club, you're moving as best as you can and with quality. And this can be either a very short 5 to 10 minute routine. If you've got more time, you can spend longer doing it. And everyone's going to be a little bit different and find what works best for them, but we're going to cover some basics that everybody really needs to be able to get on top of. Here with Steve this morning, he's going to help us out as we run through the different exercises. So the first one we're going to do is what we call a cross-patterning drill. Cross-patterning exercises are really great because they challenge your brain and your coordination centers in your brain, but also these exercises are going to challenge core muscles, your balance muscles, and start to get your shoulders and your hip joints moving well. Okay, so Steve's just going to run through a little exercise here where we go opposite arm and leg. So as Steve does this side to side, as he goes through each exercise, he opens up through the front of his hip, so he gets his hip joint moving. Opens up through the front of the shoulder, so it really starts to open up through the shoulder and the chest. And while he's spending time on one leg, he's challenging his balance, he's challenging his hip muscles and his core muscles. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do looks at stretching out the hip flexors and starting to increase your rotation range of motion, which is obviously really important for golf. So Steve's going to step back with his left leg, reach up towards the sky with his left arm, and then he's going to rotate to look behind him. And in this position, he's stretching down through his big lat muscle, down through his side, into his hip flexors. Okay, so for a right-hander, that particular stretch is great for his backswing. Then he's going to reverse it, and we're going to do the same on the other side. And he's just going to alternate side to side, hold for about 10 to 20 seconds each side. Really feel that lengthening down through his side there. Let's come back up, we'll do one more the other way, Steve. So he steps back, reaches up, really try and get that rotation through his back, stretching down through here into his hip flexor, and really winding up everything that needs to lengthen in his backswing. Okay, so the next one we're going to get Steve to do is a back lunge with a rotation. Okay, so he's going to step back with his right leg. He's going to place both arms out in front with his palms facing up, keep his fingertips together. He's going to turn as far as he can towards me, turn his head with it. And now we're trying to get good rotation of his upper body over his lower body. So he's going to come around, come back up. We're going to go the other way now. So this is a really nice way to start activating the glute muscles, activating his core muscles into rotation, but also getting some nice rotation stretch through his upper body. Let's go one more the other way, mate. Palms up and really wind that up, wind to get good rotation through there. Very good, good job. Okay, so the next exercise Steve's going to do is really going to challenge his balance and really turn on the balance centers in his brain that really coordinates his core muscles and his hip muscles, but also work on that nice hinging pattern at his hips that he needs to get in good posture. So Steve's going to stand on one leg. He's going to bend forward at the hips, he's going to reach up and really try and lengthen through his upper body, hold for a second or two, then come back up. And then he's going to go the same on the other leg. And a really nice way just to challenge the core muscles, challenge the hip muscles, the balance centers, and get some nice length through his upper body. All right, the next exercise we're going to get Steve to do is going to work on his lunge pattern with some rotation, but this time with the arms overhead, just to get a better stretch through his upper body and to really lengthen his big lat muscles down the side, which need to lengthen in your backswing especially. Okay, so Steve's going to grab a club for this one. He's going to lunge back. The club's going to go overhead and he wants to keep it directly overhead. Stay really long through his spine. He's going to rotate to the right as far as he can. Very good. He's going to come back. He's going to rotate towards me as far as he can. Really keep those arms overhead. Don't let them drift forward. Good. Come back up. And then he's going to swap sides. He's going to go the same the other side. Stay really long and tall through the upper body. Rotate back there. And then go the same the other way. Really good stretch. Really good way to lengthen through the upper body and get some range of motion happening through your upper body. Okay, so the last one we're going to get Steve to do is another rotation drill, challenging his balance once again, but we're going to start to get a little bit of speed happening now, some nice flowing motion to get you ready as soon as you grab a golf club to feel like you're really moving well. Okay, so Steve's going to grab a club, hold it out in front so his forearms are parallel, up nice and directly in front of his shoulders, and now he's just going to rotate side to side, and as he lifts up one leg, and he's going to alternate side to side and get into a nice flowing pattern. And the really important thing here is that he keeps his arms straight and really focuses on turning through his body and not just throwing his arms around, because obviously in your golf swing you want to use your body to create the rotation, and that just then carries your arms around. So he's going to keep going. You can even increase the speed a little bit, get into a really good flowing motion. There you go, real good. Okay, so that was just a short warm-up routine that's fairly generic. That's great for everybody to do, just to get your body in a better place, so that when you grab a golf club, as soon as you grab the club and take your setup and start hitting some practice balls, you're moving better and you feel like you're moving well. Obviously there's a lot more things you can do, and in an ideal world you'd have an individualized program tailored just for you. So it's a great idea to get an assessment, find out what your specific needs are, and then we can build on that generic program and give you a more individualized, tailored program to warm up with and to work on at home to help you get the best out of your golf.